Fala galera, estamos começando um novo episódio da série Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, vamos lá.
Need of new weapons.
There are the pictures of wine.
Our current Waffen.
You there,
joke,
lad, and on
a
top of red.
That, the army was requisitioning from it. Should the town reserve have worse weapons than any Räuber in the domain?
What are you getting at, Eldris?
I'm saying that the bandits who freed Hinnick, the
Come
Dry
now,
Devil,
waiter. I want
used
it red.
that thing. That Hackenbücher. Hand cannon. Can you believe it? Where did they get them?
You're the one who should know where they got them. Since you're a gunsmith.
What are you implying, Friedrich? All I'm saying is that they had them, Herrgott. It is eine Schande when outlaws have better weapons than the city garrison. And Herr König surely knows this too.
What is it, Eldris? You smell a deal?
What I smell is that
Waiter,
your stubborn
get me
heads
white.
do not realize what Schwierigkeiten this is. The Dry Devil is running free. There are Raubringer everywhere in the region. We have the army bearing down, and you want to defend yourselves with a few rusty halberds.
And who is it you want to fight, exactly? The merciful King Sigismund is providing us with protection, isn't he?
Der König and his army will not be here forever.
Shut up! The king can arrive at any moment.
Hey, wait up.
What if
Pour
he
me
heard
some
you?
monastery wine.
What then? We're sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
You're right, Eldris. But where can we get the coin for better equipment?
We can always
Monastery wine
confiscate
here.
the property of the king's enemies, nicht wahr?
We are more than familiar with the Yemen state of our armory. And the king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if he waived some of the taxes.
The king fears that this town will rise against him. He'll take the arming of the city's militia as a preparation for war.
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubritter to wreak havoc all around?
We can always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht?
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public baths.
You mean baths or brothels?
Isn't it the same thing?
Another drop of wine. Don't make
So
me
the
beg.
cleanliness of the city is not what it should be. The current baths in the city fall far short of covering all the citizens' needs.
You're right, Jerome. But a woman named Betty has shown up on Hubbring and wants to repair the baths that used to be there.
She's a protege of Maresh. Her efforts are commendable, but I don't think she will succeed. It takes a firm hand.
More
Soft,
wine,
feminine
Master Bailiff.
fingers.
A moment ago, you were complaining there weren't enough baths. Shouldn't we...
I need something from. There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house, and no one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there.
Where can I find this goblet?
Use your eyes and come right back.
People died needlessly.
Are you questioning God's plan? The Black Death had nothing to do with the bath, unless the Lord wishes to punish the wickedness that's going on in there.
Keeping the city clean.
Whose silver might this be?
But we don't have money to spend.
So,
Who is going to wash
I did.
not so loud. Show it here. That's it. And now go back to your job.
Thing.
Not at all. If you'd finally admit that it's a trifle, we wouldn't have to keep coming back to it.
A trifle. Do you ever walk the streets here? Sewage, rats, slop, and rubbish. The least we can do for the citizens is to provide them with a place to wash up.
What nonsense! Next, you'll want me to serve wine to everyone for free, too.
Why not? In Jerome Nas's earthly paradise, everything would be free.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Gentlemen, let's agree to disagree. What if the king heard us?
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way. At least until His Majesty honors us with his visit.
Hey,
But
waiter!
as we know,
Pour me some monastery
Gunzin
wine.
absolutely hates him.
He can hate all he wants, as long as he does no damage. Ulrich, what have you got to say about it?
Me? Well, I'm not sure what you're implying.
Monastery wine!
Bullshit!
Here!
You know full well, everybody knows, he wiped the floor with you!
Compose yourself, Adam, and stop drinking. The king might come any time now.
That's right. Let's not burden the anointed monarch with such...
I'd like some white. Me? Compose myself? Me? I beg your pardon. I demand that you...
Ruhe! Franz, please continue.
I'm speaking about the Rutard incident. You were there, weren't you?
Oh, that. Just a small misunderstanding. We've sorted it out and everything's settled.
My ears must be deceiving me. Are you defending Rutard?
Hey, waiter.
Besides,
Pour me some
if his men
monastery
attacked yours, as I've heard, then we have a good reason to punish him.
What happened there? Leave nothing out.
I don't like Rutard, true, but in this case it really was nothing.
Monastery
Everyone
wine.
in the city
Here.
gossiped about it. I heard there were several dead.
Did you? That's grossly exaggerated. I don't think Rutard will cause any trouble. He is sensible enough not to draw attention to himself while the king is here.
That's
Well,
true.
thank the Lord.
Because if we don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Unless he puts an end to us first. God knows what he wants to tell us.
If nothing happened, there's no point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. If we tolerate this, the rabble in the city will go wild and do whatever they want.
Get me white.
I suspect the gentleman from the city's sword fighting school brought this custom to us. It's now run by the German men. Who knows who that fellow is?
Don't be ridiculous.
Hang around me. Vanish, you out here.
You've never been in a fight yourself. And to accuse a swordsmaster without a shred of proof.
Hey,
We're not some old
waiter.
fishwives.
Refill,
of the
sir.
marketplace.
Do you think I come to
So
the
you will
council
just
to
leave
guzzle
it be?
mine? Come
Proven
here.
offences are punished by the bailiff. And that's that. There are more pressing matters to deal with.
More pressing.
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now.
All right.
I knew I could count while you're at it.
But
Because I'm bored, and because I told...
Exactly. The town council is squabbling constantly at the Emperor Charles, and no one is left unscathed.
that was easy enough. And he wanted me to count the winged figures.
Let people throw dirt on our work?
If I threw out everyone who complains over a beer, I'd soon be out of customers.
Ah, to hell with it. We'll never get anywhere like this. Why waste our time?
Put down the pitcher and run to the chapel. So, let's...
I found your gloves.
Really? And did you count those wing...
I counted 6.
And did you count all the monsters?
Oh,
I'll go back to serving...
Just the eternal dispute over the cathedrals. The building of the church is dragging on, and in the meantime, they are calling diocesan pilgrimages to settlers.
Hey, waiter!
Right under our noses.
Pour me some Takai.
It's just a village with a monastery, and they are going to rock a roll mining city. Why can't we build faster? Hire more craftsmen, start with night shifts.
Because those so-called craftsmen
Boy!
are a band of
my
parasites.
Sorry.
You pay them, they come late, or report sick.
Well,
and if they do come, their work is shit, and you have to pay someone else to put it right. It's a waste of time. I tell you, a waste of time.
Adam, don't interrupt the proceedings with your drunken ranting, even if you are in the right. And as for you, Enderlin, haven't you noticed there's
Why?
a war going on?
I'd like some white.
Are the experts from far off supposed to work in the city under siege?
Besides, I get the feeling there's something other than the welfare of the cities behind your complaints.
Are you doing?
Good.
What would that be?
Like, for instance, that you'd like to have your own altar there?
So what if I would?
Hold your horses, gentlemen. That space in the side nave is mine.
When hell freezes over, my friend, your place is at least 2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith dares to insult me? Ha! I think not.
Excuse me? You wanted to buy yourself an altar in the cathedral,
waiter, pour me
just
some
like you
wine.
bought yourself a seat in this council.
How dare you? I acquired my seat for the services our guild provided and still provides to the crown.
Well, I hope you're not supplying equipment to the army.
Are you deaf?
Since all
Why?
They would be defeated by that bunch of ne'er-do-wells from the alehouse on Obring.
What ne'er-do-wells?
Those wrestlers of theirs, of course. People from the whole town go to watch them brawl.
Oh, this is news to me.
Because it has all been sorted out. Not long ago, the guards raided and threw them all out.
Ah, yes, I had forgotten. What do we have to discuss next?
I'm telling you, something is being planned. Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
Azonal Tücek Össe, Elegiop Katonaikat, ich Kelkinek Udra.
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Unlike this plan of fights!
Come now, Father. Put a little life into your dying. Seen more cheerful priests at funerals. I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years ago.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what? Let's drop the subject. Do you know any of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest, and even a rabbi coming together here. It's like the start of some joke.
Wait a moment. Rabbi, you say? The Gutenberg rabbi?
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now, they're keeping mostly to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so you should have something in common.
I wouldn't be too sure. But I suppose I can try. Who's that French fellow you brought here from
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth, but besides, he defended Gutenberg. And if he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
How does it feel to breathe free air again?
What can I say? You can never truly appreciate freedom until someone locks you up.
Or until you become a priest.
No fear of that in my case. I intend to enjoy life to the full. Wine.
What do you plan to do now you're a free man again?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
Have you perchance forgotten we're supposed to be...
I'll leave that to the older and wiser.
Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner, but I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the...
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the lords of...
Oh, don't start with that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're actually planning.
I'll be with you, friend.
Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here. And yet...
How do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. After all, we have much, and we are both a little on unfamiliar ground. I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community, and this is Samuel.
We would rather not be here at all. Why did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring?
Because we all need to help. And why would they not stare when you are free?
Are you here to arrange some trade?
We have more serious matters to attend to here than game. The situation in the town and the kingdom is you have men and weapons. We have the means to sustain them.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave.
Everything in good time, Samuel. We have just arrived.
Did you come to lend money to the Lord?
Not to lend, but to give. Help given to the needy is repaid.
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid mercenaries.
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hothead too.
Henry? That messenger of Radzig...
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. We did not get off to a very good start.
I reckon the two of you would hit it off. He's reliable. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. It's not so long since his parents were killed in Skalitz. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, He's roaming the world.
Wait, a blacksmith from Scarlet's?
Aye, that's right.
I knew of someone. A blacksmith by the name of Martin.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. For our numerous sins.
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like one. Ma raised me on her own.
And that was all for the best.
Why? He should have taken care of me, but instead he fathered another bastard.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as I know, Martin didn't have any other children. At least, none of his own. He took in Henry and raised him as his own, on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz, Sir Radzik Kobila, Henry's real father.
I don't care if he took care of 20 other men.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink.
For that, there will be more.
Excuse me.
Better communion wine than kush.
Greetings, sir.
Greetings. I'm glad you finally accepted my invitation.
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin, a friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry. We don't know each other.
Baron Vauclin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. The last of my... I am a warrior, a traveler, a strategist.
My word.
Mais non! And I'm glad to meet a new friend.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baron. I knew right away. How did you end up in...
Ah, c'est une histoire compliquée. It was after I heroically led the defense of Gothenburg, and only lost it narrowly by an...
That needs some explanation.
Oh, misère. It is clear you have never been to war.
So, be so kind as to...
When they broke through the defense, I ended up in captivity. It was only due to my acquaintances in a court.
Oh. I thought it was Henry.
My neck was not at risk in Maleshov. I may have still been a prisoner, but they never broke my spirit.
You say you're a poet? How about a verse?
Jamais. Is poetry nothing but a fuss to you? Is a poet a gesture for a... I think not. To recite, I require the proper mood. And besides, few...
Where have you been on your travels?
But of course! If you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled with a merchant caravan all the way to... And if you are interested in my greatest deed, then that was perhaps saving the life of the king.
And you wouldn't by any chance know the Pope, personally?
Which one do you mean? I spoke briefly with Boniface IX when I was sojourning in Rome.
How come almost nobody here knows you?
I am operating, as they say. My great benefit is my strong connection with the French court. There, everyone knows my name. Here in Bohemia, I'm still built.
Dear friends and allies, in these troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary, and here, too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare.
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That whole sun won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing?
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
Well, that went just as expected. Good health.
And to yours. Could it have gone any other way when there's so many of us here?
I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst, of all people. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein. And you must be Godwin, the son of...
That's not a thing I've ever boasted of. How do you know that?
I have my sources. From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite useful to me at today's gathering.
Is that so?
Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask something of you.
It depends.
A little delicate diplomacy. I expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has...
That's a weak word.
And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the council.
Well, I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace.
We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst... But we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army.
If Sigismund decides to mount an attack on the camp...
But Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. And besides, he's running out of resources. He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves. But he won't engage an equal force on...
But he can't retreat either. That would be a...
And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to Hungary by events there. For the plan to work, we need allies, their money and their determination. We just need negotiators who will push the right people in the right direction.
Are you saying you set everything in motion even before Jobst?
More like in parallel, but without his knowledge. If...
Why are you doing all this?
Because I want to put a stop to the senseless death, and also because I'm happier with Wenceslas.
I'll help you.
I'll give you 3 names. Botchek of Kunstadt, Hamann Alder, and Anna of Waldstein. If you can get those 3 on our side. Meanwhile...
What if it doesn't?
I refuse to even consider that outcome. Because it would mean slow...
Why me?
Because you've got a head on your shoulders. You know how to talk. You and your friend Henry are similar in that respect. There aren't many like you.
Tell me a bit more about those people, so I know who I'm dealing with.
Certainly.
Botchek of Kunstadt. I know that.
That's just the thing. He's got massive estates, great influence, but he holds back. He doesn't play the big game. Because he doesn't. He always goes for the sure thing. But once he's made his mind up, not even...
Alder the Alderman. Wasn't he a Kuttenberg?
He still is. The only one who retained his position. Only he's here, instead of cozying up with Sigismund in Kuttenberg. So his days... But he'll continue to have a strong influence on the guilds and the rich burghers.
Anna of Waldstein.
The Wenzel Bartosz. And I'm not surprised.
I was quite surprised to see her here. Assemblies like this are more of a...
Anna is holding back and behaving like an exemplary young... But don't trust appearances. She's got claws, she knows how to do her sums,
and what use can she be to us? Apart from her late husband.
She's as sharp as they come when it comes to trade. And she knows there are wicked tongues that claim Bartosz acquired most of his wealth, and that it was thanks to her.
I'll get on it then.
I wish us both luck. Before the day is over.
I'd rather discuss.
Greetings to you, sir. Greetings to you.
God be with you, noble lady. There's something I'd like to...
God be with you.
Your diplomatic...
No beating around the bush, eh? I like that.
Margrave Yob's plan has some gaps, milady. We need to gather enough resources...
To muster an army that Margrave can't afford on his own?
Christ. Be praised.
I should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes on my money. Although, between the two of us, it isn't hard to figure out...
Hit the nail on the head again, Mom.
I am rarely mistaken.
I'd say you have a better nose for people than most of this crowd.
Not a...
Then you're in the right place. This occasion provides...
The wine here is average. The cooks lack imagination. And I have yet... So, to the point.
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to parley more effectively with Sigismund.
Nothing more? I'd say that's plenty. And why ask me for help?
It's not only your money, you're well able to negotiate and trade. And if you were to take...
Then I'd be helpful to you on... If you want me to support you, you must give me a good
Do you have something in particular?
Well, one of the guests here has...
Who's that?
Haman Al... Now, if you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought with him...
And these papers I'm supposed to switch?
My relatives somehow dug up some trade contracts between myself and certain...
You were dealing with the enemy.
They were not the enemy at the time. My conscience is clear, but I'll rest you...
And the papers I'm supposed to...
Just insignificant documents. If the incriminate...
I'm supposed to rob and...
Haman Alder was given the documents to... He hasn't yet had a chance to look at them. So he won't...
Have you fallen out with the town?
No. Alder is innocent in the matter. They're disappointed that I dared outlive my husband, and the fact that I'm handling his estate...
All right, I'll help you.
Alder will surely have the papers in his saddlebags, which he left in the shed on... Bring them to me, and put the... But watch yourself. Odoran's groom had...
Not even Bocek?
Not even Bocek. And he's a great lord.
That's hard to believe.
Martin likes to exaggerate.
God be with you.
God bless.
Hey, you! What are you doing here?
I'm waiting here.
Oh.
I've been watching you for a while. And I have a feeling you do well.
Who in God's name are?
In God's name indeed. I'm a priest.
Is it that obvious?
Don't blaspheme.
And in the morning, when I met him,
I swore I never, even though my back was scratched raw from our roll in the hay.
That's a mortal sin. Lying with a woman that you're not joined with in holy matrimony. And then lying about it too. That's already...
I'll go to hell.
You won't. As long as you repent. Be contrite. Fast and pray.
I'll start right away.
What? Find him a wife. I've got those papers.
Quiet! You don't have to...
Milady, with all the clamor going on here, here they are.
You're more capable...
You're welcome.
As agreed. I will support Liechtenstein...
Thank you, noble lady.
Yes, quite. But let's...
How could I refuse a toast with such a fine lady?
And to the success...
I'd like to check your horses out, and see if they're as good as you say.
Ha, even better. But you won't believe it until you see for yourself.
And you might not believe your eyes when you do see them. Well, we have a new...
You wanted to apologize for crashing into my home without it by your leave. Or to arrest my guests some more?
I want to have a word with Older.
Well, I'm having a word with you.
I'll talk to you later, Father. This is important.
You're in my home, so you'll talk to me first.
Is that your...
Unfortunately. Speak up, then.
I came with a delegation from Sir Hanu.
Why so strict, Martin?
20 years ago, he was nothing but a cheeky brat, only interested in wenches and booze. I got him a place at the Archbishopric to have some sense beaten into his head. Only it wasn't long before And then I find out he's settled in some backwater, but he took his boozing and whoring along with him.
Try saying it again a little louder. They might not have heard you in the outer courtyard.
You have the impertinence to show me your face after the way you disgraced our...
You're exaggerating, like you've always done.
Me? Exaggerating? You're the one who turned my home into a house of your horse wandering around as...
Oh, actually, anything fun was strictly banned under your roof. But maybe you ought to try it yourself sometime. Then maybe you wouldn't be such a bitter old grouch.
You're dishonoring your host.
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor.
That's enough.
Christopher.
You won't get away with those insults. I challenge you to a...
I'm not happy about it. This isn't how I imagined my first meeting with my brother.
Make room for us. We'll just settle a very private matter. It's an honorable duel, man against man. Stay back.
Cover your right side! You've got a gap there I could drive a cart through!
Enough! That will do. My God. Where did you learn to wield? Father always said you were a good-for-nothing boozer. But you could...
I was in a war. Right after they kicked me out of the... And you ought to know yourself. Not all the faults that Father sees are real.
Well... I apologize for going off like that.
So Father would be satisfied. I know. Only he'll never be satisfied. The sooner you realize that, the better.
I thought he was the way he was because his first son let him down. And he hoped at least his second would become something.
Not at all. I remember him the same since I was a nipper. When I was 6 years old, I fell off a... He wouldn't talk to me for a week.
The first time he took me hunting. He let me starve for 3 days until I was able...
Only 3 days?
I always wondered who you were. There was...
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. I brawled and boozed until they threw me out of my own parish. But now, I have a chance to put things to rights a little.
And that's why you want to talk to Alder?
I've got to get him on our side and to cooperate.
Aren't we all on the same...
Maybe everyone's saying that. But it's time to put it...
After your encounter with Father... Actually, I don't think you should even attempt it. Unless you want to anger...
What else can I...
I'll talk to him myself. He'll hear me out for sure. But you'll have to...
All right, then. You've heard Yob's plan. It's a nice idea, but we can't wait around without an army to...
Only no one's going to pay for one, because that would be an outright admission of rebelling against...
Alder's got some clout with the councillors and burghers who are loyal to Sigismund. If he agrees, they'll follow.
I expect Alder's not the only one you're after. Leave Alder to me. The plan sounds sensible.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can drag me to a tavern sometime. Pa doesn't need to know about it.
You're starting to sound like a...
And that's exactly why...
Greetings to you too!
Look out!
Good day, good day.
No.
Wasn't it the Lords of Kunstadt who got the most out of it?
You said it yourself. It was war back then, now we're allied.
Sir Bocek, I need to speak with you.
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips and someone comes along to put a... Yobs comes up with a plan as full of holes as a beggar's shoes, and now you're all jostling...
On the contrary, I've come here with...
Does that improvement include a few thousand men-at-arms?
A few thousand men-at-arms as a convincing argument. And 100 horsemen on top. Only in order to get them, we need coin.
You've got my attention, but not my...
Don't worry, it's not just your money I want to draw on. Believe it or not.
Really?
Anna of Volstein, for instance.
Truly? Well, let's see about...
I wouldn't mention the word...
All right, let's discuss it. I have a lot of property, lots of subjects to look after, and along with that, the Lord... I can't risk it all in a conflict.
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the cold if you open the...
My guarantee is called Yitka. She's my niece. If I succeeded in marrying her off to another strong house...
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable groom among the allies.
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also gladly accept.
How about young...
He's a youngster.
He may be young, but he's got battle experience. And when he gets the estate, that's his by right.
If he gets it. Right now, Hunnish lords over that, and on the other hand, the lords of Lipa have a good reputation, and Hunnish can always be relied on, despite his temper. Maybe it's not...
I'll convey your offer to Lord Capon.
I don't care what the young lord thinks. If he agrees, I'll be happy.
Pushing a friend to tie the knot to say...
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice. Now stop...
Good to see you, friend.
Almost done.
God be with you, friend.
Take a look at that.
And... Sir Hanush!
You do?
young Lord Capon is going to get married.
If he's got some impoverished noble's daughter, I'm not going to
You misunderstood my meaning. I mean, with...
You arranged a marriage for my ward?
With the niece of Sir Butchek, Lord of Kunstadt.
Butchek of Kunstadt? Godwin, you conniving old...
Oh, fuck.
I don't so. Young Hans is to marry Kunst's
niece.
If you're serious, I'll make sure that you get...
Or you could make me the abbot of Sassa. Or what about a bishop?
Forget it. Soon I'll be paid. Not a word to Hans. I want to tell him myself.
Cheers!
Cheers to you! And to...
If I use that filth...
Sir Butchek, your niece Yivka.
So Hanush agreed.
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill my end.
Thank you.
Enough formality. We'll have a drink.
Cheers to...
Here's to a...
Money. Soft in the head. It's bad news. Exactly. Let me tell you, I'd rather die...
I'm still hoping it works out, and we walk out of here with a clear plan. But maybe you were...
Gentlemen, I think we can raise our goblets to the successful conclusion of the negotiation.
Is this supposed to be your...
Like I said, miracles happen where you... Tell me, Godwin of the House of Odorin, what...
I bring nothing from the House of Odorin. But the widow of Waldstein and Sir Bocek of Kunstadt will support our...
Both of them. Good he...
This is going to be a long story, and I could use a drink.
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
Yes! And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians, our community, and not only ours, will give you coin.
Yes! The Kuttenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslas, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
My niece, Yitka, will take young Lord Capon as her husband.
A cara de desilusão dele é a melhor. Ai, meu Deus.
Lords Kunstadt, Hanush, Radzig, and I will set out immediately. God willing, we will be back within 3 weeks, along with an army.
Now those are words worthy of a nobleman.
My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords. And our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter, from right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do this. Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere, point them to the Jewish quarter, and give them free rein to do anything. The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wencesla's side. They need a warning.
We do not even have enough men to...
Marquardt, could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take care of it.
So you see, all you have to do is make sure the city rebel get their share. You could at least manage that, couldn't you? And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylenders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us directly. And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Your Majesty, we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's protector? You're a bunch of incompetent sycophants! Chicken shits! Not any better than the scum hiding in the forest.
And drunks! Give them hell! Lazy fools, the lot of them!
How dare you?
Some of you are even swelling right here in the city council meeting. This is unbelievable.
Remove this swill pot from the hall immediately.
I'm telling the truth. This whole council is a farce. The whole city knows it.
Lord of Zarjitz, your insolence just cost you your place on the council and a month in the dungeon.
But...
Hopefully that'll be enough for him to sober up. And if not, put him in the pillory for a while, bailiff.
I'll see to it as soon as the council is over, Your Majesty.
All I hear from you over and over again are excuses and prevarication. And results? None. I therefore place the city council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz, who is present here, with immediate effect. He will make sure you finally do your duty.
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted to us as a free mining town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges, not hide behind them. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated. But that is over now. You were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets. And let the traitors cast their nets undisturbed. But unlike my brother, I am capable of creating order. And I assure you, I do not distinguish between those who stand in my way. Be they beggars, noblemen, or city councillors. You have 2 weeks to restore order in the city and increase mining output. I want clear results, and you answer only to me and Sir Marquardt von Aulitz now. No one else. The council is dismissed. You, don't go anywhere, boy. Be so kind and remain here. Our throat has become rather dry. And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes, sire. As you wish, sire.
Between the two of us, Marquardt, was I not perhaps too harsh on them? And speak candidly, we have had enough of false flattery.
Sire, you were harsh, but rightfully so. These councillors, they need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true of the Jews.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here. He would be intolerably self-satisfied if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the King's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm. Boy, pour us a monastic wine. The monks had a good year. We have concerns, friend. The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides. Would we had a proper army instead of human mercenaries? They cannot be relied upon. And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago. Thank you. It is a good year. If our father were still alive, he would have been astonished by the mess that a few years of Wenceslas' reign brought to us. With a single word, he would have put the nobility in their place, and the country would flourish. God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin, and the rest will fall in line.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass, and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace at least among themselves. Jobs does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Jobst is just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides when it suits him.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities, and get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take the threat of war seriously. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp nest, then Hungary is a viper's lair.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
But the wine is good here. To your health, Marquardt. And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in a land ruled by a good king.
Thank you, sire. You are too magnanimous.
Why? You did a good job. You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, your majesty.
First, we need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it. While the consul was meeting, Otto von Berghoff and his men set out for Rabosch. Odorin won't give you any more trouble.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Odorin, we can handle Ruthard easily. Rabosch will be yours. After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the king, red wine, boy.
No. We shall have white. We have had enough of red.
White it is. Quickly. If Reborsch falls, others will follow.
I think von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use again.
If need be, we could use it to raise this town hall too. And I have some suggestions for other candidates.
Not so fast, my friend. It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
But to bring it here to the square and point it at the city hall? Those sycophants would only benefit from a warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see. Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right. So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you drink with us? So that you shall have something to tell your children and grandchildren.
To victory, sire.
To today's, and those of the future.
Sure, you hear that Lord Constable is marrying the young Lord of Perkstein.
Beleza, galera, vamos ficando por aqui com esse episódio. O próximo a gente continua. Se gostou, deixa um like, compartilha, se inscreve e valeu!